All right, everybody, welcome to our deep dive today. We are headed over to East Baltimore
Okay.
to look at an interesting community revitalization project.
Sounds good.
It's kind of a unique twist to this one.
Right.
And to give everybody some background, this article is from the Baltimore Sun, October 29th, 2024.
Okay.
And it really dives into the efforts of the historic East Baltimore Community Action Coalition
Mm-hmm.
to revitalize this 5-block zone.
Wow. A 5-block zone.
Yeah.
HEBCAC, huh?
Yeah, PPSIC.
It's really interesting that organization, they actually tried something very similar back in the 90s.
Right.
And it almost put them under.
Yeah, that's what really surprised me in this article. I mean, to almost go bankrupt
Yeah.
over rehabbing homes, why even go back for round two?
Right, you would think. Well, it seems like a couple of things really pushed them this time.
Okay.
Residents, people living there were
So they were asking for it.
Yeah, they were asking for something to be done about all these vacant properties.
Right.
And then they also had a good model to follow.
Right.
The East Baltimore Development Incorporated zone right nearby was pretty successful, so they were kind of,
Oh, I see.
capitalizing on that momentum.
So piggybacking.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, tell me about this Station East project then. What does that actually look like on the ground?
So it's 5 blocks, like you said, mix of housing types. Some are row houses, some are detached. A lot of them are vacant,
Yeah.
just kind of falling apart. They said 65 properties are just too far gone.
Wow.
Gonna have to demolish those. But there's another 45 that they think they can save.
Okay, so 45 to rehab and sell.
Exactly.
Who are they hoping is going to buy these? What kind of people are moving into this area?
Well, they're hoping for a good mix, families, young professionals, anybody who really wants to kind of be part of this community.
This is really interesting to me. This buy before rehab model that they're doing. Most developers would never even consider that.
Oh, absolutely not. Too risky.
But HEBCAC, they've been around a long time.
They have.
So I guess they've built up that trust.
Definitely a lot of history there.
And people are willing to take that chance with them,
That's right.
which is pretty fascinating, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it really speaks to their reputation. And I think Edward Sabatino, the head of HEBCAC, really hit the nail on the head when he said they aren't just developers. They're in the business of neighborhood improvement.
What does that actually mean?
I
What does
know.
neighborhood improvement look like?
Well, it means going beyond just, fixing up the houses.
Okay.
They're repaving streets, planting trees.
Oh.
They're even fixing up the facades of homes that aren't even part of the rehab.
Oh, really?
It's really about making the whole area better.
For everybody.
Exactly.
That's a really interesting approach. This can't be cheap. What's the total budget for this?
They said about $8 million.
$8 million.
Yeah,
That's incredible. But they have sold 16 homes.
they have.
And they're planning to finish the rest by early 2018.
That's right.
That's a lot of progress.
It is.
But the article did mention some challenges, especially when it comes to attracting for-profit developers.
Yeah.
What do you think that means long-term?
Well, it's kind of a key question. For-profit developers, they'd bring in more capital,
Right.
so a HEBCAC that could do even more. But right now, the market isn't strong enough to bring them in.
So HEBCAC is really leading the way here
They are, yeah.
with this whole project.
Grants, loans, private investment.
That's pretty amazing. This
Yeah.
has really been interesting to look at. It makes you think about community revitalization in a whole new way.
It does.
I mean, could this buy before rehab model work in other cities?
That's a great question. And I think it really shows the power of these community organizations.
To drive change.
Absolutely.
That's really inspiring to see. Well, thanks for joining us today for this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.
Sounds good.